Paris, chérie, mon beau Paris.
Hello and welcome to Paris Set Me Free mini photo tutorial. Now there's a moral to this story. I'm not going to show you the original because the original doesn't exist anymore. What happened? Well, I was playing around with this photograph, making the clouds look nice and white, the sky look nice and blue, the church look nice and sharp, and so on. And when I was asked if I wanted to replace, as I closed the program, asked if I wanted to replace the original, and I quickly said yes when I should have said no. So we have no other memories of this apart from what you see here. Now it's a very simple picture, but often the simplest are the most effective. This is a very nice church out on the east of Paris, in an area which, as you will discover in some of my other up and coming photo tutorials, it's not such a great area. This church is particularly nice, gorgeous little place. Doesn't look like it belongs in Paris. Looks like it should be somewhere out in the countryside. And as often in Paris, there's a big tall lamppost with one of these nice blobby glass balls, which if you crawl around and get on your knees or twist a bit, you can get to be looking over and looking much taller than the actual church. So this is something to go for. Why should you take a picture of something like a church and have it look like a church? And why should the church be the most important aspect of the picture? So many people take pictures by raising their camera to their eye. They're standing, by the way, and looking through the little hole, or looking at the digital screen, putting it nicely in the middle and clicking the button. Unfortunately, this gives you a snap. This gives you what everybody else would have taken. So what you have to do with subjects which seem to have an obvious way of taking them, in other words, take a picture of the church, well, no, don't do it. If you want an artistic image, decide what's the most interesting aspect of this church. Well, it was a beautiful church in its entirety, but unfortunately it was too church-like. So I thought, well, what a long, square, tall, thin tower that is. That's pretty impressive. And it also had lovely brickwork and a nice little clock there. I like to look for repetition in photographs. It makes them so much stronger. And also simplicity. So the repetition is, can you guess? The circle. Here you have the circle of the clock, and here you have the circle of the lamp. And it's not insignificant that the circle of the lamp is bigger than the circle on the clock. This is contrast. Small, big, whereas in reality you would think the church would be far, far taller than the lamppost, which in fact it was. Now there's another aspect to this which makes it quite a strong composition. Can you guess that one as well? Well, it's these shooting diagonal lines, this one going up here, and this one is also at a diagonal. Not quite the same one, because it was closer to me, relatively. And what you've got is a diagonal between this circle and this circle. Top left, bottom right. Any other contrasts there? Well, black and white. Yeah, black circle, white circle. What has happened here is, although there was detail in the original lamp here, it's completely blacked out. There was nothing I could do about that unless I started getting into picking the whole lamppost out, you know, and selecting it and doing stuff like that. That's not what I'm into. We can see it's a lamppost, that's all that matters. And the blackness of it here goes well with the whiteness of this one. The lack of detail with lots of detail with the hands and all the numbers. And all the detail in the brickwork as well. The church points almost to the lamp, missing it a little bit. And I don't know if there's any symbolism there. The lamp higher than the church. Sometimes there's clear symbolism in photographs, and I try to put them in. In this case, not particularly. Quite a simple composition. Nothing but the white and blue mottled background, of a sort you can actually buy for portraits, by the way. But this was a natural one. And two elements with lots and lots of contrasts: shorter, taller, thinner, thicker, white, black, bigger, smaller. Lots of detail, no detail at all. So look for that sort of thing as you're walking around. Look for inventing pictures which don't exist anywhere except in your imagination. Look for striking contrasts, and you should end up with some very interesting photographs. That's all for today. Thanks for visiting. Don't forget you can see a higher quality version of this picture on parissetmefree.blogspot.com. See you next time. Bye bye.
Depuis que je suis à Paris, le jour et la nuit, je suis gris. J'ai compris la douceur de vivre. Je suis fou de joie, je suis ivre. Depuis que je suis à Paris.